Wait. I
Okay.
gotta write something. Girls are talking.
Well, we're already live, so say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. So I guess we'll just do good morning, good evening, and all of the above.
Oh, well, I could do good afternoon.
Oh, well, howdy, y'all. Okay, we'll just do that. Um, so King is going to take some time off, and we respect that. And he's just taking some personal time. And we don't need an explanation. He just said he's going to take some time off. He will let us know when he's going to come back into the swing of things. So in the meantime, he took his thumbnails down and I replaced them. He's not doing solo shows either. So let him enjoy his time. Everybody needs some me time every once in a while.
Yeah.
So we respect that. What's
I'm
going
glad
on
we
in
talked
the
about
world?
that because I think that's what's happening around the world now. Everybody needs to start going within and
Yeah,
not.
it is. And doing what we do, it can take a lot of energy and time away from ourselves because we're very hyper focused on the world and everybody. So every once in a while, you need to take a step back and self reflect, do whatever that means to the individual. So so y'all get to take a guess of where Miss Nadia is today.
And if anybody gets it right, you'll get a free reading.
There you go. She's milking cows. We'll just
Well,
put it that way.
I'm not. I wasn't kidnapped. It was nice. It was a nice time. They did bury my cousin, so there was a funeral. But I did my goodbyes, and I'm happy with it.
Okay.
What my choices were, can't hold with guilt or regrets. So
Right.
I needed the me time after that. Like when you told me take care of yourself,
Yeah.
I said it's in the makings. We have it
Yep.
planned already.
Good.
When I say we, it's me and my higher selves, I guess, because it
That
always comes out we.
that's okay.
I'm just,
Yeah, it's important. Like I said, we're constantly trying to look out for everybody, and we got to remember to take care of ourselves. A fair warning: if my phone rings during the broadcast, I'm expecting an important phone call, and I have to take it. So I will politely excuse myself,
we'll have
and
the Nadia show again.
we'll have the Nadia show. Okay.
I don't have my cardboard cutouts. No, don't do that.
All right. Okay. So get your questions in, and I'm going to star in here. What's
Yeah, I'm
going
trying
on in
to
the world?
say hi to everybody. Okay, I sent you something today, Jen.
The school thing, and I pulled cards right away because I found that odd.
Yeah.
So I pulled cards. Apparently, the
Well,
people
let's.
that made that video. Do you want to give it some backstory so
Yeah, I
they'll
think that's
understand?
a good idea. They're having a commercial with back to school, and everybody. It starts off like normal. I got my notebook. I got my this, and then they start saying I got my shoes for running away from something, and I got what was it, scissors to protect myself. And at the end, it says I got my cell phone to stay connected with my mom, and she's hiding because they're having shooters or something in the school.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, "What do you think of it?" I sent it to Jen and said, "What do you think of this?" So Jen pulled cards. So let's see what we
So
get.
so I pulled cards on it. Because I thought, well, this is odd, and weird. It's a little concerning because why are back to school commercials for decades have been all about going and getting your new clothes, new shoes, notebooks, and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And this was on a very dark side. I mean, someone girl took off her socks and she said, "Get new socks. You never know what they'll be good. They have good uses like a tourniquet and
Like a
bandage."
tourniquet. Yeah.
And I'm like, this is weird. So I just asked Divine Spirit. I said, "Who made it, and what is the purpose?"
Mhm.
And because you had asked if is this part of the movie, like what's going on, and it had Trump and the White Hats all in the same reading and said they paid for it. They want it out there.
Are they trying to see if the parents will pull out the kids?
It's a warning, and get your kids out of school because there's some deep state things planned.
Okay. I got to put the AC on, so I'm going to take myself off the camera for a minute. I don't want you guys to know where I'm at located. I'll tell you when I come back.
Okay. So it is, that's a little creepy. Now, if the bad guys would have done it, I would have thought, well, that makes sense for evil. But no, this was a warning. Mr. T came in, the White Hats came in. It was their investment. They made it. And they're trying to get people to wake up. That public school system, we know that they're ending the Department of Education, and they're hoping eventually, it'll take some time, that all kids there'll be condensed little red schoolhouses or taught in your home or just with a small neighborhoods and things like. They want to just get rid of it because it's toxic. So yeah, especially the bigger cities, the bigger areas, be warned. They want these false flags, and part of the extended part, because I always pull extra cards for confirmation, and it's still about that's how they get sacrificed, blood. So
they said that I saw on Instagram that they saved. I'm trying to make myself even. I had to put a pot under my computer too.
You got a pot under, that's where you store it. You're just telling the world where she stores her pot. Okay.
You know what? I have pot and I'm in an undisclosed area. Should I go further?
Okay.
No, it's too low, so I can't. I have a double chin if I, so I have to put on.
Whatever. I'll sit like this the rest of the show.
This is too high. Anyway,
I'll do that too.
We'll go back to that. Purple has a question, and there's no Q on it, so I want us to.
Yeah, I started. We can go ahead and address it since we're on that topic.
Exactly.
Eva, how are you going to convince the kids? The short answer is I don't want to say that you don't convince, you just tell them. You're the parent, and this is for the betterment of them. But that doesn't go over well with kids, especially starseeds. So you have to offer them something, still being involved with their friends and sports, and that socialization and those skills will still be provided for. But you do not like the public school system. Like, I want more control over what you're taught. That's very important. We do not teach the skills that kids need, life skills. It's all about stuff they'll never use because we know it's indoctrination.
You know what? Since you said that, I'm going to say something that happened over the weekend. Okay. Some of you from Illinois heard that we had a very nasty storm in Illinois. It was brewing up here in Wisconsin, and it moved over to Illinois. And we have a fellow. I'm here on a meditation retreat for our Hatha yogas. And the thing she wrote was amazing. And this is what you guys have to understand. You're protected. She said the biggest branch that broke was leaning over my patio house. I can see the broken half still, but it did not hit her house. Mm. Okay, I'm just going to, I don't want to put too much in the detail. Everything on her patio, including her, where is it at? Including her Yoda, Buddha, nothing was touched. Nothing was blown over. She said her flowers that haven't been watered for 6 days were blooming, and the birds and everything like that. Guys, you have to understand, with no fear and with the meditation and connection with the divine creator, you guys are protected. So I would like to say that extends to your children until they become an adult and they have to make their own decisions. Right. Second thing is, you may want to have them see the commercial and say, what do you guys think about that? With no fear, but what are your takes on that? and give them the decision.
Right.
But I
Absolutely.
love that we're protected. I mean, when I was here, I felt the rain was coming. I had some guy, he was from Texas, a friend of ours, and he's from here, Pawan, and he was worried that the emergency alert was saying extreme hail coming to our area.
Mm,
I said to you know who we are. We meditate. So we're protected, and nothing. We did have the heavy rain, but nothing as bad as they predicted. So
right.
just know you guys are protected. That's why we're in the areas we are in.
Absolutely. Um, and whoops, if something were to happen and it is severe and you're like, well, but I prayed and I manifested it would go away, you need to understand that that means it was God's will. Okay.
Mhm.
We're not going to tell him what to do. We can ask him, we can pray, please make this minimum, and we can push all that energy away. And it works. We do it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, it just means that was God's will and it needed to be done. We just don't see the whole picture.
Yeah. And also karmic debts, and there's also exit strategies. So
Mm,
those are also in play.
yeah. Tyler, I heard about that. California has a bill in the Senate that will make it possible for anyone to pick up your kid from school without notifying you, and it already passed the House.
Well, that's
Welcome.
take.
Yeah, I heard about it. Welcome to the movie. Wake up, people. This is what they wanted. That means they're stating, we, the state, we, the government, own your children. They're not your kids. We can do whatever we want to with them. It
Yep.
is part of it. It is a wake up call. And
Well,
where's the soft spot in humanity? Children.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it also is the mama bear, the awakening of the mama bears. I mean, mama bears can also be fathers with the divine feminine.
Exactly.
So maybe it's giving them the chance to wake up and say, we're putting our feet down now, or our foot.
Yep. Yeah. That was the one thing during 2020 when everybody was trying to don't go to school, make your kid get these jabberdoos and all that stuff. You saw parents come out of the woodwork. What else? But it wasn't enough. You would think that it was, but it wasn't. So what else can we do to the extreme to wake them up? Well, we'll just tell you that anybody can come get your kids from now on. What? But it also shows the desperation of the bad guys because of they've been cut off from their resources. Does that make sense? They need
Well,
jobs. You get them.
they were also planning, and I know this is in effect, they have children Ubers where parents allow the Uber to pick them up from school.
Yes. Yeah, I don't like that either.
Yeah. So you better make sure that they are screened and all before you even consider something like that.
Yeah, I agree, Tyler. Let's invest in the industrial size wood chippers. Yes.
I saw something that was pretty fun for the illegal aliens.
Mm-hmm.
If they go and attack or eliminate most of the predators,
Mm-hmm.
they can get their citizenship, and it would be called Aliens versus Predator.
Yeah, I heard about that. Isn't that great? That's a great movie. Mm-hmm. Love it. 26 Democrats in Colorado voted against indecent exposure towards a minor being a felony. This stuff should be common sense. Do I have to say that wordy dirt? Yeah.
They didn't teach that at school. They taught trying to identify who you are, but common sense is out the window.
Of course, some of y'all here might have to get a new job. You're out there flashing people. Okay. All right. Well, let's jump into some questions. I got to pull up an email. Louise's are in there. Okay. There it is. All right, guys. I'll let the questions run for a couple more minutes. Get a couple more in there.
It just brought in my mind.
What's that?
We get to do romance questions now that King's not here.
I do one or two every once in a while. So if he's listening, he's like, "Oh nope, I'm out."
Oh my God, I felt the eye roll. I felt the eye roll. Oh, by the way, I learned how to do eye rolls. Isn't that cool?
Ooh, did how much practice did that take?
I listened to multiple moms. No, actually, I learned. I saw this woman doing this, and I love it. It's you put your hand like this, and you let your eye follow it,
Oh, okay.
and ta-da! I finally did
Ta-da!
because I
So
had three people
when we
laughing.
see Nadia on the show going,
Oh my God! If I hear
okay,
something and you see my hands go like this, it's me eye rolling.
okay, just let your eyes follow. Wax on, wax
Like,
off.
yeah, that's what it is.
There
It's
you
like,
go.
okay, here we go.
Funny.
The king
All
fighting a
right.
white man. Yeah, her
Um,
name's Sabbatical.
all right. Okay, guys, I'm gonna pause questions for right now because I've got a bunch of coffee questions. So we'll pause. If I can get you in, I will. All right, let's go over. Miss Louise has a couple. She asked, is Jerry getting the seventh dimension grid for Gaia set up per the universal grandfather's instructions in a global dragon point system?
Oh my goodness. Can we reread that? Because
Yeah,
I think it
that's
has to
a
be
big job.
that's
Is
a
Jerry
change.
getting the seventh dimension grid for Gaia set up per the universal grandfather's instructions? Okay.
I, okay, I'm
Wow.
I'm hearing not just Jerry. There's a lot, but
Yeah.
let's seventh.
All right.
Is Jerry getting any instructions for the grid? Seventh dimensional grid. Let's do a seventh dimensional grid. I get a yes. More to it though. Based on the dragon. Dragon what? Point?
Dragon point system.
Based on the dragon points. Oh, that's a big yes. For that's like a baseline. Yeah. A
Strong
home the
yes.
home. Yeah.
God has ordained him to take action.
Mm.
Okay. So this is going against the existing matrix grid system. So that's the divine. Yeah, this is part of his soul contract. Absolutely. It's one of his gifts that he's really good at.
Nice.
I think he's known this for a long time too. For all of humanity. Yeah, this
Wow.
is a white hat operation. That's his mission.
Not
Absolutely.
not a heavy burden, but wow.
Ooh, no pressure, Jerry.
No
No pressure.
pressure.
Wow.
Thing.
So send him love and light and wisdom and all those beautiful things because that's a big job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Back to her second one. Are we able to anchor and hold into higher fifth, sixth, seventh dimensions with our multidimensional light bodies?
I say yes, but
I think so, but let's double check.
light body, not meat suit, not
Right, right.
I feel a yes, but let's see. Are we
More of
able to
the crystalline body.
hold fifth, sixth, and seventh? Yes, some will because some want to stay here attached. Maybe for teaching or whatever, but I get a yes.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of these. The full card just represents, regarding this question, is that you freely be able to come and go, that nothing has you anchored down. Some will choose to be guardians of this dimension, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are new things. Oh, that's interesting. So this represents the destruction of the veil until it's all removed and gone. Yes.
Mhm.
This is healing. We absolutely will be able to kind of stay in those higher dimensions. But this says you can anchor, but this says you can just kind of come and go as you need to. Because once you hit that higher frequency, you have the freedom. Unfortunately, you kind of have to lower yourself to get back here. But this veil is breaking down. So you just kind of come and go as you please. It all
Mhm.
takes the work, but we've got to guard, you know, this
I think,
density.
yeah, I think a lot of us do this in our meditations anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I noticed. Okay, so I was in the retreat this weekend, and we've done heavy duty meditations, and it's also Master Choa's Founder's Day birthday when he came down, and I've been noticing that I was going in higher densities, but I'm doing work. So as I'm meditating, I'm doing this with my hands, and I know I'm doing it.
Yep.
And I can see what I'm doing. I can't remember what I did when I come back. Like, I know I was doing this, but I don't know what I was doing.
Right.
I know that was in higher density.
That's because that's your subconscious is working. You're just going through the motions at this point. And yeah, don't be shocked that you can't remember it because that's an overload on the 3D mind. So now
There's
in higher
something,
density, you can remember and because it activates all that DNA and the memory bank is much larger. But yeah, absolutely. You're just subconsciously working. Just like when you fall asleep and you're dreaming at night. Yeah, you're working.
Jen, am I freezing or are you freezing?
I don't know.
Well, let's see who doesn't move. Hold on, I'm looking at the regular computer.
You froze early, like probably 10 minutes ago, but you came out of it. So we'll see.
Ooh, maybe somebody else has to take a sabbatical.
Ooh, okay. Well, it could be. It could be. All right. So that was Miss Louise. Let's go to our next coffee is Miss Wyletta. Hi, Jen. Any messages for the week? Please and thank you. All right. Wow. We're just going to pump out the major arcanas.
Ooh, look at that.
Gosh. Well, oh my goodness. I think we should congratulate Miss Wyletta
For just having one lower card.
to finding her balance and speaking her mind. Look what you're manifesting because you've had faith. You are taking control and of your situation. You are controlling, and this is going to lead to all your new things coming. Um, this disappointment is coming from family members that can't get on board with you. You've just determined that I am taking control. So this week, you're just kind of putting your foot down. This is my life and this is how it's going to be. I am in control of what happens in my destiny. And you're manifesting all this new, beautiful stuff. Yeah. Some people are going to be disappointed. Well, maybe it's your husband and he says, well, that's disappointed. That's not who I married. Well, people change, or
Yeah,
people
they are.
actually, whether you call it changing or people wake up their consciousness and they realize who they are. Wyletta, you're going to have an eye-opening week, meaning you're going to kind of put your foot down and you're coming into your own. You're like either get on board or I'm leaving you behind. Good for you.
Well,
Good
she
for
got her.
you.
Well, that's what I've noticed. A lot of you guys are are really spiritually growing, and it's an amazing thing.
Yep. I'm leaving with or without you.
Hmm.
All right. All right, Terry, you got the next one, love. While family was visiting for vacation, one of our adventures took us to Fort Macon. You learn about the history of the fort, the wars, the people. They have mannequins staged showing different tasks the soldiers may have been doing, showing their different uniforms, their munitions, their living quarters, etc. We went into one section and the floor felt like it disappeared under me. My heart started pounding, my body temperature rose about 10 degrees while I felt coldness. I couldn't look at the mannequins. I couldn't read their names. I felt overpowered by sadness. After a few minutes, I actually had to leave that area. Do I have a past life that is connected to Fort Macon? Wow.
Um, Nobody else felt it in the group, I'm assuming.
She didn't say, but I'm getting it's either a past life or you felt some energy that it's some stuff that's been going on in that area that was not pretty.
You know what? I think, let me make sure. Show there's I think the floor disappeared to show there are things going on underneath it, or was going on underneath. Hmm. Weak, yes. Was it a past life of terror? Was it a past life? Big, stronger, yes, in the past life of Terry.
Yeah, this is past life.
Mm.
Wow. This was uh I almost wanted to go with this was Terry, but it's not. You weren't the leader or the ringleader. You were this person. Yes, there's an old, you were kind of a guard. You had like guard duty. You knew what was going on down there. On the surface, it's not what it seems. It's what's happening down below, making deals, getting trafficking. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. There's something about this location that's a distraction. What you see on the surface is not what is really going on. It's one of these areas that has deep underground stuff, if that makes sense.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's not only a combination of your past life knowing about it, but it's the current energy that it still holds. So you're picking up on both. I'm so sorry.
Terry, you're still here, right? Terry, you can mentally or emotionally, spiritually go back to that fort and just say, release all stuck souls that are there. And that might help you release it.
Yeah. When you talked about the floor falling out, this is a tower. This is like falling out from underneath of you.
Hmm.
There's something sacrificial about what happened underneath. Deals being made. It's nasty stuff.
What is the name of the fort? Fort what?
Fort Macon.
Okay, I'll try to, let me do a prayer.
Wow. So yeah, let's do some prayers for this place and release of all of those
Lost
energies.
souls that are there.
Wow.
Terry, what I want you to do is say you disconnect that past life, that soul that was entrapped.
Yeah.
Just disconnect the cord from you and let it go. Hopefully
All
they'll
right.
be receiving.
Let's go to the next one. Marcy has the next one. Is the First Lady related to Anastasia? Thank you.
That's what I heard.
It's to my understanding that she is
Part of the family.
Tsar Nicholas's great granddaughter. So that would be Anastasia's granddaughter.
Is Melania.
Let's get that. Let's ask the cards.
Anastasia. It's Romeo, right? Anastasia.
Yeah.
Is Melania. Yes, I get a yes. It's not that smart. Is she 2.0? Melania 2.0. Is the original Melania connected to Anastasia?
Her Palladian side's coming out more than anything.
I know. That's why I couldn't get if she was 2.0 or something.
But this is also that there was hope and optimism that some of the girls had survived that horrible event. Oh, wow. Yep, she's the page. She's been guarded. Yes, she is. Generational. White hats guarding throughout her journey in her life. This confirms yes. This has been a battle. They have really had to fight to keep people away from her.
Yeah, and Baron.
Wow.
Does that stop once? I heard that the Russian president is supposed to give her a green ring.
He did. He gave her the emerald surrounded in diamonds. It supposedly came from Anastasia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is, I get the Federation has been guarding her since she was a child. She may have even spent time with them off-world during her her journey at growing up as a kid. Yeah. It has been a fight. So this does confirm that she is of that royal bloodline, the Romanovs. Wow. And it's amazing. I think, kids, we hear about people being groomed for their positions. I don't know if it would call it. You could use the term grooming. It just kind of seems ugly. But she has the behavior and mannerisms of royalty because she walks with such elegance and grace the way she carries herself.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she has been trained of how to act as if she's royal. So I don't know what her backstory is. I mean, other than the modeling years, I don't understand. I don't know where she grew up or anything like that. So, or whatever story we were told.
I'm like on Venus.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Someone. All right, someone. Good afternoon, Jen. Good to see you, my dear. Well, lovely to see you too, darling. I have a 68-year-old sister that is living in the world of delusion. She seems to think, we all probably have one somewhere, honey. She seems to think a 30-year-old comedian, Matt Rife, is in love with her.
Oh, she's in love with everybody.
She is so distraught. Will she do something stupid because she feels rejected? Wow.
Matt Rife has fun with especially older women, so
yeah.
He is fun. He does that, but you want to know if she's a hurt person?
This is.
And when we know Mary, we know you're Mary.
It makes me wonder if she feels a connection to him because she's had a past life with him. That can be a trigger for some people, and they get obsessed. So let's take a look. Let's make sure she's not going to do anything crazy.
Do they have a question? That right? And the 68th delusion-year-old delusion. They have a past life. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a yes, but a long, many lifetimes ago.
Yeah, that's the past. Yeah. She wants it now. She's really truly delusional. This is her past life. They were happily ever after. That was her man. And this is she wants him back. That energy is coming back, but it's a delusion. So that you've got one past life bleeding into the other, and it really can affect mental health.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny because like when I'm measuring it way down at the bottom of the solar plexus, which means I want it. I want the me.
Yeah, this can be fixed. This is a spiritual thing. But here's the thing, if your sister's not spiritual, there's not much you can do except do the prayers for her, do blessings on her. This is watch her closely. Spiritually, we want her stable, and she's, I don't know, this is kind of like fireworks. She's a fuse. It could go one way or the other. She needs to be watched but that past life energy is coming in really strong.
Can I intervene?
She's not spiritual. Okay, just honey, let go, let God. You're gonna have to just pray for her. You can't control what she does.
Get karma.
It's free will. Wow. Yeah. She's a ticking time bomb. I'm a little worried about this one. It just depends. Something could trigger her. Does she just, why do I get the feeling she sits and all of her time is spent watching his videos? Like, and the more she does that, the more energy comes in. She does have a past life there.
Yeah, Mary, how about we'll get together and we'll talk about it? Because when you told me about the fireworks, I kind of can do something. I just want to make sure I don't get karma for it. So I did ask. So we could figure it out. Yeah, she's got to be grounded from Matt Rife.
Yeah. I mean, she's not spiritual, so I don't know if she believes in past lives. You could say, well, I think you had a past life with her or with him, but there's nothing, you're not meant to have one this time around. It's just sad. Thank you, Angie, for the coffees.
What's a learning lesson from that? That's a learning lesson. Wow.
Yeah. All right, Joe. Question. Saturday, I awakened from a nap to a blue-collared sound from a singing bowl. Wow. This is Joe.
Oh, okay.
Saturday, I awakened from a nap to a blue-collared sound from a singing bowl. I was amused by it and curious. Tried to listen better as I queried. Still haven't been able to catch the messages. It seems to be a blue bean. Can you glean more information or a message, please? I want to say Arcturian because they're the most interactive with us, but let's be sure. What is this symbol?
Yeah, but blue also symbolizes the throat.
Yeah.
So message.
Which could just represent they are trying to communicate.
It's a message. More on her throat chakra. Message. Yeah, there is a message.
Oh, they're definitely trying to get your attention. Mm-hmm. It's a warning. Let me pull these down so you can see them. This is getting your attention. That's a
Mhm.
warning. Thieves and liars, tricksters, the misinformation, because it's swords. Pay attention to information that you're receiving. Now, it could be just public news cycles, use your discernment, but it could be pay attention and use discernment with the downloads to make sure you're getting from the divine.
Mhm.
This is a work in progress. Uh, that's negative. Okay. I need to do a little clearing. That's your FO card. Okay, so there's some energy that's surrounding you. So they're active in protective mode right now. So stand up. They want to remove your voice. Okay. They want to take you down, cause inner conflict, demons, frustration. That's your FO. Bye. I'm out. Let's do some let's do some cleansing. Okay. Rebuking the energy, getting rid of it, only allowing the divine. We kind of we do this a little bit on a daily basis through daily meditation and prayers, but sometimes we need to sit down and do a full reset and just clean it all out, because these little suckers come in and they just get, and they're tiny and they just kind of cling and then they build up. And yeah, let's do some cleansing, because you've got negative entities wanting to attach, and the Octurians are there to cleanse, remove, and this is a huge warning. Please pay
Okay.
attention, you're being attacked. Okay.
So what happened here at the retreat? A few people, if they're were able to have entities attached to them, and they
Mm,
did not understand why their emotions were acting the way. Some just uncontrollably could not stop crying. Some
yeah.
were angry, very
Yeah,
angry.
fly off the handle really easy, and they don't understand, like, why am I triggered by this? That shouldn't be.
Or
Uh,
what am I triggered? So I just want to give you guys a little tool that I've done with them over here. When you get to that point where you're being deceived or your discernment and you're feeling something, but it's not you. So
right.
if you feel you're sad or you feel you're angry, but it is not you, you can say, "Is this is not my emotion?"
Mhm.
So I want you guys to learn this one. This is not my emotion. I rebuke you.
Mhm.
Leave my body and leave all my auras, because you got multiple layers of aura: spiritual,
Right.
ethereal, mental, physical, emotional, and leave all these auras. And you can say, "So be it." But you do it 3 times,
Yeah.
and you will feel if it is not your emotion, it will go away.
And because there's sword cards in there, especially that 10 of swords, they want to destroy your voice, because
Mhm.
Joe has a very strong, she has great gifts when it comes to power and authority, like,
Mhm.
the missions with the dragons and things like that. And there are some things that only she can do. Well, if
Mhm.
the enemy can destroy that, then she can't complete her missions.
Yeah. But
So, yeah, we do some good cleansing. So, if your voice has been messed up, or if you feel run down or just not yourself, your moods, have you been having mood swings, things like that, it's because these little suckers are coming in, and they're trying to slowly take you down, but do it so slow that you can't really tell the difference.
do what slow? Do the
To
decree?
drain the energy, to change your personality. They're
Yeah.
so subtle that you don't really pay attention. You maybe just say, "Well, I'm just having a bad day," or "I need a cup of coffee," or whatever. We make excuses,
But
but it's so subtle and so slow that we don't see it until we're just miserable.
mhm. Well,
So,
here it hit them fast. It hit them like boom.
yeah,
And it's because we have so much energy here that they're trying to distract, but the enemy does that. Um, you mentioned something, and I had it in my brain, and I can't remember it right now. Oh, the enemy. Oh, this is why we taught know who you are, know your discernment. If you know I'm off today, something's off with me. When
yeah,
you realize that, then you have to check if it's you or not you. This
yeah,
information. Yes, thank you.
yeah, absolutely. Okay. Sister Sue, do I have a message from Spirit for this week? Well, all righty. Let's see.
So, it's not really. I think you're doing what you're supposed to do, Sue. That's an awesome thing.
Well, yeah, this is hard. This is one of those things a lot of us are dealing with. Okay, you always have your divine creator, but this has another meaning, and we need to remember this. And this is why I held off before I jumped and said, "Oh, God's with you." Well, duh, we know that. This is juggling family time and me time. This is that soul searching one-on-one with me, and how much am I spending with all the generations and all the family. And this guy's simply juggling. You got to take some me time. Okay, make sure that you're taking care of Sue. Sue can't do everything with the family if Sue is not taking care of herself. Okay.
I gotta step in for King from his sabbatical. My name is Sue. How do you do?
There you go. We'll do a little Johnny Cash today. So this is just advising, take a stand, take the leadership role. You may come across as a little overbearing to people. If you don't, this is going to wear you down really fast. To be strategic with your words. So if family's pulling you in all different directions this week, say, listen, I need an hour, I need 2 hours, or Thursday, I'm taking it off, or whatever you need to do, whatever works for you. Make sure that you're juggling and being balanced. We cannot lose ourselves in the process of helping humanity. We have to make sure we're taking care of ourselves.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oxygen comes on you first in the plane before you help others.
And then your favorite people. I mean, everyone you love. So yeah, it's you only have me time. Well, this is just what the cards are saying. So,
okay. So if you only have you time, are you honoring your self-worth during that me time? That's what you have to know.
Okay. Or you could flip the reading. You could say, are you a hermit to the point that it's not good for you? You need to get in family. You have to balance. So if you're doing all me, you need to include some family members, friends, whoever you consider family. I mean, we all have non-blood people in our family. They're not blood.
Oh, no. Am I frozen? Is Jen frozen, guys? I'm looking at the camera and I'm seeing me moving. So, Jen, I think you're frozen. All right. Oh, boy. Let's reel her in, guys. Uh-oh. I was kidding about the Nadia show. I'm not laughing because Jen got off. I'm laughing because I didn't want to do this Nadia show. So maybe I could tell you some stuff that I learned in our hot deck retreat. So for healing, we do pranic healing. It's the Nadia show. Okay, here we go. Exit stage left. Okay, so in this retreat, we continue to do some heavy purification, removing some character traits from now and of past lives. So what we do is We have to practice loving kindness, not injury. So, how do we speak to others and speak to ourselves? That's one of the character traits. Non stealing, generosity. That's another trait. Aim and one pointedness. Oh, Master Choa will be proud of me for memorizing this. Excessiveness. That's another trait. There's one more. But these are traits that we've been programmed to do. And so, as we purify ourselves and remove all of this from our aura, we start becoming stronger in healing and in teaching, spiritually teaching. So, Starlink is down. Seriously? I will try to work on answering some of the questions. I don't know. We'll wait a little more for Jen. Guys, let's do a little prayer. I thought you were going to say heavy breathing. Yeah, heavy breathing comes in every now and then. But we also did water purification where they energize the water and people come out of there going, did you guys feel any scrubbing? Because they're opening up some of the chakras and helping us clear that out. It's amazing. But we do this basically every 6 months. Some people are fortunate to do it with other masters to learn other things. So it is really nice. I feel like my face is so red from all the energy that we absorb. But one thing I've learned today, and this was from another practitioner that mentioned, I told them that I don't like going to heavy cities, like overpopulated cities, because I love the calmness. I love the peace and nature. But what she mentioned to us, which is so true, and this is why we're stationed in the places we are, the dark places is where you need the light. So this is why we keep telling you guys to keep shining, is because we do need light there. Did you? No, this is something I think Starlink, hopefully Starlink. Let's pray that she's. I'm not getting any messages from her. Let's see if there's something that's a lost internet. Starlink is flashing red. I'm gonna say want me to continue. How about that? Want me to continue. And what also I heard was Master Choa was describing evolution of crystals, the crystalline body. So first you start with a golden body, crystalline, and then there will be a rainbow body. But when he was doing the teachings in the 80s and 90s, I think it took a while for people to start collecting their golden body. And I think because the Great Awakening with everybody else getting their light so bright, I think we're actually moving into a crystalline body faster than people expected. I think we are on a time acceleration of working within ourselves, knowing our truth, and knowing that all the information you have is within yourself. Okay, hold on. How long the StreamYard will hold? Can't get anything, Starlink. So, guys, if we get disconnected, it's because she doesn't know how long she can hold Starlink or StreamYard. You will get dumped off in a bit because it's Jen's YouTube. Okay, guys. So if you want, I can try going down the questions, or if anybody can. I have to go back and maybe take pictures of the questions because we may have to do it for Wednesday shows, if that's okay. Today they did it. Okay. Let's start real quick. I think the signs my ancestors sent me has evolved, and I have been seeing silver spotted skipper butterflies. I asked for a flock of them if something were to happen for my ancestors to send a flock to me. Today they did. Is it still within a week to be announced? Let's do the hand. Is that a sign for King of Wands for the announcement of the RV. It's a yes, but not a real strong yes. So I think there's something there. From what I heard, I think last week, they call them whales. They're the ones that are holding a lot of the Zim bonds, and one was assassinated. They have sharpshooters for people who are helping humanitarian. So as long as they don't clear those, it's going to take us a little longer. Always divine timing, but I see a lot of good things coming that will help, like maybe bills not being erased or mortgages. So I'm seeing something happening. All right. Caused Noah seizure. Oh, Lisa, really? What caused Noah seizure on Saturday? Please and thank you. Let me take a picture of that. I was just thinking about him yesterday. Let me try to do it this way because I can't take pictures that way. I'm old fashioned, guys. Sorry. I don't know how to screenshot on my. I just want to make sure we give everybody equal opportunity, you know? That's the kind of girl I am. Almost done. Sorry, it's pretty quiet. Where's Dennis when I need him, huh? Or King? There's three of them. All right, I think that's good enough for now. And hopefully we can get Jen back up. All right, here we go. So what caused him to have seizure Saturday? It wasn't even a full moon. So if we don't get to this on Wednesday, just retype it. Remember yours. Have seizures. I'm hearing he was stressed about something. Let's see what it shows. Only the divine can answer. I'm not having an earthquake. I'm trying to balance this. Six of Pentacles, Tower moment. Was it a short-lived one? Because I'm getting that there was a tower moment, maybe the stress, or he was upset about something, and that caused him to have the seizure. But it looks like he's stronger now. Um, it's not as strong, or as the duration is not as long. So can you let me know if that's what you get? Okay. Oh, this is going to be annoying. Sorry, guys, because I can't erase what I already did. All right, next question is E Purple. How many timeline shifts did I have yesterday? Uh-oh, that's going to be fun. How many timeline shifts? Can you show me on my hands how many timeline shifts did E Purple have? Really? All right, one, two. Wow. Did you even know where you were, E Purple? Because I'm getting like 5 to 7 shifts yesterday. Can you please tell me how many times did you think you went through it? All right, here we go. And let's close questions, moderators. Wow. All right. Let's see. Can I have a message from Archangel Uriel and Haniel. That's from Anissa. So I will try my best to see what message. Message from Guardian Angel, Archangel Uriel and Haniel. Anissa, only the divine can answer. Okay. Anissa, this is a tough one for me to read, but we'll try it. Um, I got the Page of Cups, so you could say this was an emotional thing when you were younger. I know I get a lot of reflection that you're remembering of right now. And it had to do with holding on to something, like maybe life was tough that you had to hold on. For some reason, it's telling you that justice, you are going to be taken care of, but you have to be careful with the thieves. So, like, it's like your life is getting better than it was when you were younger, but be careful with thieves. Almost like try not to get distracted. So slow down on buying your gold stuff, Anissa. All right, let's go to the next. Uh, I think Jen's messages are better than mine. So, Remy, yours is next. Are there any messages for you? All right, so let me try. Yep, that's what it said, Lisa. Yeah, he's going to get. I don't know how Jen does it. I know she has two screens. So when I do this, this is my screen for you guys, and I just come here and try to see if I can meet it. Yeah, he was stressed, but I think it wasn't as long as it usually is. Yeah, here we go. Message for Remy. Oh, the cards want to say something. Here we go. Okay, it looks like you're working hard to you're working hard to get emotional fulfillment with the family. In the past, you had the Tower card. Right now, you're in victory. I know it doesn't feel like it because you're probably still in pain from the surgery, but it's telling you to use your words, find your knowledge, your truth in the future. Seven of Wands. Okay. Your advice, Remy, for this week is try to stand up for yourself or protect yourself because there's somebody who is negative, a magician trying to get in. So the same thing I mentioned before, if you know it's not you, you have to say it's not me, you got to leave. They can go through mental, emotional, physical, spiritual. So just keep your guard up. I think that's what it's saying. You're still working on it, but keep your guard up. I hope that helps. Oh, thanks, Jules. I need a little backup here. Thank you. Hi, Roy. All right, next one. E purple. A girl in the universe. Yes. Is she of the light or an imposter? I'll use my hand. That's quicker. Is the girl in the universe of the light? Is she of the light? Is she an imposter? she's in between. She has some good downloads, but I think they're feeding. You always have to be careful of who's downloading information to you. I get she's in between, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So she has some light, but not all of it. Hope that helps you, Purple. I don't know how far I clicked, but we'll try again. Okay, Nadia. I'm having some nerve pain on my right side. Still want to help me heal? I would love to, but I keep telling you to get a hold of me, and I'm not getting any. I'm not getting your information. So um, find me on Telegram if you want. I'm on there. I'm on the group thing. Okay? What the spirit want me to know for okay, Bonita, this was not highlighted. So Bonita asked, what the spirit want me to know for this week, please and thank you. So Lisa, we may need to just do another sweep healing for him, but 74 days is amazing without a seizure. Okay, for Bonita messages. Divine Five of Pentacles, the Empress. It looks like you're focusing on lack, but you're wishing. There's your 5 out in the cold, 5 of Pentacles, and you're wishing for the Empress. You're wishing to have it all. I know let's see if the Patience card comes up. And the past, you were focusing on, I can't wait because I need to leave. I want to leave this place. Looking out into the future. Right now, you have so many options. Your dreams are amazing. Bonita, I would say gratitude that it already has happened, so that way it can speed it up. And the future is, I think it's a contract between you and hubby of how you guys are going to manifest a future. Your advice, yep, there's hubby. Your advice is he wants one way, you want another way, but it's telling you to either short-term arguments or strategize what better. You can use your truth, but not in an angry way or not in a argumentative way. So that's what it says. Hold on. I got to pull out the bottom card for you. I think your work has you stuck and you need to rest, but you will find justice. You will balance it out. And she's back. Yes. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Yeshua.
I don't know what in the world happened to Starlink because that's rare. The last time it went down, it was down for like 3 hours, but it just took a while to come back up this time around. But I have no idea where we're at and what we're doing. But
all right, we went all the way down to Remy said, Nadia, I'm having some nerve pain. I took pictures of them all just in case. She was having nerve pain, and then Bonita was not highlighted.
Oh, okay.
So I pulled. If you want anything else you want to say on it.
Well, now that I'm back up, I have lost
the cards.
No, I've lost my mind.
I
only
one.
The first one that I have says it's Remy's. Any messages for me, please and thank you.
Keep going.
Okay, so you did that one?
Yes. And there was one before that, King of Wands. He said he had butterflies. Oh, King of Wands said that he asked for some butterflies if there was a group of them, a flock of them. Mm-hmm. Would that be a sign for the RV to come, and when? I never did the when. When will it come? Because he saw that. That was the first question.
All right. All right. Let's take a look.
And look-see.
I'm starting to think the universe is trying to tell us that Nadia needs to create her own channel and do her shows so she can host. She's like, You
No,
may be forced to.
I think I am going to be forced to. I think also I'm juggling this right now and asking for prayers and answers, but I may also be doing a spiritual going within.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out. I got to get hit in the head by lightning or something because this is a Taurus skull. It's a thick skull.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Hangman. This is the RV win in limbo currently. What? All right. Four of Wands, but we're still manifesting all the new stuff. All right. We're still making it happen. In the past, Knight of Wands. Military have to take action. Now, that's because we keep getting interference. We do understand that. It's already in the works. I think they have a date.
Yeah, but that's funny. I did say military. We have to see because they said one of the whales was a sniper got him.
Oh, wow. Wow. I'm going to pull pendulum on this, but this is truly sticking with our intuition. It's in our gut. Does everybody else have a feeling like it's right there? It's almost tangible. You can feel it and touch it.
Yep.
Strength card and generational wealth. So I'm going to bring pendulum in and ask, because we know that there's a lot of moving parts with this. Everything is in alignment to go. Because supposedly the EBS has to happen. It's all tangled in there. Military needs to be in place, which they are doing now. All right, so let's just ask: will it happen in 2025? Let's just start big. Yes. Can you give us a month? September.
They're not feeling it. Mary's tasting it.
20. Second. That's the first day. Well, it's Michael's birthday, but that's the first day of Rosh Hashanah.
Wow.
That is the Day of Atonement and the Jubilee in God's Hebrew years. Now, let's see if we'll have the EBS leading up to, because we have to have that first. All right. So let's find out date of an EBS. Now that says August.
Yeah.
And remember, it's supposed to be for like 10 days.
King of Wands, what I'm getting is you will be getting money. It could be from Social Security or something. You will get something, but it's probably you're going to have to wait a little on the RV or the humanitarian.
EBS 31st, August 31st. That's on a Sunday. It would make sense to do it on a Sunday. Most people are home, and that's, we take this with a grain of salt. Energies can change, but if that last 10 days will be well into, it would go all the way up till September 11th. Remember, that was the original Jasara date.
Awesome.
I think we're right there. Now, I do want to take a minute and give everybody a little bit of some good news. I think tomorrow we never hear anything on Monday. It just never happens. They are now moving oil in Iraq, and that couldn't have been done unless they had a new rate. And most people are stating that will be released tomorrow. So if they do release that, you might have the opportunity to exchange your dinar, but only the dinar. But that would give everybody a few dollars if you have dinar. So
Yeah, I will
it's
watch.
right
I was
here.
Yeah, I was watching Nader last night, just a little snippet of it. But he's mentioning they mentioned that I guess on the rate exchange, it's been blank for a while on the Iraqi money,
Yeah.
and also he's saying something that they have to do another election, and that's what will tell what the rate is. So I'm not sure.
Well, Sudani, the election for them starts the end of September. Now, it takes a couple of months to complete, and it has to be done by November 11th.
Mm.
Now, Sudani had promised the people that this would be done before the election, so within the next couple of months. But they are moving. The military is already moving out. And Trump only gave him till August 31st to get it done. The
Mhm.
military is packing up, and they said they weren't going to leave until they were paid. So it is happening, guys. So let's just keep manifesting because everything is pointing to good news. All right, let's jump back in. So you did Eva's?
Yes.
Okay. Remy's nerve pain?
Yeah, I told her to connect with me.
Okay. Nisa,
Who? Anissa.
full of emotions.
Where's that at? Let me
Was
see.
it all mine or my fractals?
No, I didn't get. That's the next one because
Okay.
Bonita and then Anissa. Yes, I think that's it, and then we'll be on time. Yes.
Okay. Which last week was full of emotions. Was it all mine or my fractals? Okay, so you kind of want to know if you're picking up on
Was
other
that
realms of you.
Anissa's emotions first? Remember we talked about it today about little entities trying to attack. So let's
Yeah.
see if Anissa first. Anissa's. Was it Anissa's emotions? Hmm. Some were, some weren't. Deep. Is that from a past life? Fractals? Is it from fractals?
You kind of all over the place with that Wheel of Fortune. You flip flopping. Are you
Yeah.
triggered really easy? Something's trying to take you down.
Is it from past life? Karma. Some past life. I'm getting what is it that we say generational or it's a male figure, but it's very, very old. Maybe 3 generations back.
Well, I'm wondering if, because this is in the past position, if this is not galactic. This is star card. I know it's hard to see, but in the past position, if this was past life in the galactic, if that makes sense.
So is that a yes you mean or no?
It's fractals from a past life, but this is good news. It feels you're kind of like you're going through a tower moment right now, but this is getting better. And you should actually get really excited because you're finding your voice. These are inner, you kind of have to go through this to find those hidden spiritual gifts. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, it does. And the thing that I'm smiling about is it was when she was a male was when that problem happened, and that's why that anger is coming from now the divine feminine.
Yeah.
Release it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Yeah. A lot of times our spiritual gifts are tied to emotions because that's how we feel and sense things. And when they're all over the place, it can be very confusing, but it can also mean that your spiritual gifts are sharpening, which is good. Okay, let me refresh this coffee page since I had lost it before. Okay, Terry has one in the coffee page. Later today, I plan to make a post regarding a conversation from this past weekend. Am I handling the situation correctly? Okay.
Then you want to take that off of the screen?
All right. So this is for Terry. Is she handling the situation correctly?
It's a ghost?
Yeah, about a post.
Oh, post, not a ghost. I heard ghost. I was thinking,
Post.
okay. I was imagining Terry in the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze.
Hey, why not? Yeah. It says she plans to make a post regarding a conversation from this past weekend. Is she handling the situation correctly? I just want to make sure I'm wording that right.
Situation correctly.
This is a tough decision. You're trying to get the wording just right because this is a strategic with words.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is a sensitive subject to the other side. That's what I'm getting.
But she's kind of taking a leadership role. Like, this needs to be said. You feel that it needs to be said. You just kind of want to make sure you say it right, get your point across. Knight of Swords. This is telling me, yes, continue on your mission with what you want to say. You'd be surprised what comes out of it. Okay, this is hope and optimism. Something beautiful could come out of this, whatever you need to post. But at the same time, this is kind of defeat. It's going to release a lot of this emotions that have happened, but it can also make people feel like, wow, that hurt. So this is why the words are important and how you strategize what you say.
Well, before you do it, just ask for divine guidance for the words. That's the best way to do it. So it's not out of ego.
And actually, that's what this says. To make sure you make an emotional pact with you, Yeshua, God, higher self, your soul contract. You're meant to do this. You're just kind of tiptoeing. Very strategic with words, but you're going to get your point across. But it says, yeah, go ahead with your mission with good intent, prayer. You'll be fine. Say what you got to say. Okay. Jonna's got the next one. Please, can I please ask Divine Creator what's the most thing I need to focus on? Okay. It's usually you. That's usually the answer.
And patience.
Well, that's part of her. Or we've been reintroduced to patience and what that means.
Just a divine creator to ask. Six. Trust your intuition because you're working with the third eye. Trust your intuition and
okay, so this is what you've been focused on, more of the financial. This has been a battle, but it's been more of the materialistic side. Here in the future, it's okay to think about finances, but you need to balance it out with finding your voice, strengthening who you are and how you talk to yourself and others. Okay, words are very, very powerful. Strengthening yourself. Yeah. This is more about taking action of self-healing. Okay, the damage and burdens that have been on you. This is self-work. It's okay to throw in the financial and the 3D stuff, but this really balance it out with this. Okay, loving yourself, healing yourself.
And I told them to close the questions because I didn't know when you were coming back. So if you want to change the ticket. And Let's put out prayers to Sue's grandniece who has stage 4 blood cancer.
Oh, okay. All right. Next question. Charlene has this one. Does Spirit have a message for me today? Right.
Sorry, Charlene, it was divinely guided. Because at the bottom, I just saw that she wanted to remove it, but we're gonna answer your question.
Your finances in limbo, but you've had faith. You're holding the faith. Good. Good. Emotionally, you're in a good place. In the future, something's going to get your attention. You're going to answer the call. Control your emotions. You're going to have many, many options here in the future. Okay. Well, good for you for coming into your spirituality. This is taking control and using your spirituality for good. So, what you're saying and what you're putting out there is working, it's manifesting. Good for you. You got a couple of aces in here, major arcanas. Just learn to control your emotions. Get a grip on those emotions and make sure that you're not being triggered by certain things. No knee jerk reactions, no overreactions. Just take a deep breath. No matter what you hear and see, just take a deep. We all need to do this, but you've mastered a lot of these skills already. Okay, but you've had some focus on financial stability and you've been putting the energy out there to manifest it. It's working. Congratulations. They're just giving you a pat on the back. Just make sure that you kind of keep the emotions in check. It's hard to do. It's hard not to. They're not saying don't get excited, don't be happy. They're not saying that. It's just we have to learn that we can't stand on the rooftop and scream it with a megaphone when things happen. Miss Colleen, can I please get a message from my star family for the week? Gonna get off to a slow start. Something's gonna get your attention too. Okay, now you in the past have been learning to control your emotions. All right. Now, but you have hidden things within you that you want to say because it's swords. But this says take a break. Okay. Ugh. So, here in the near future, I don't. This is somebody talking down to you, stabbing you in the back. Don't pay attention to that energy. It's almost as soon as you got quiet, they went, oh, good, she's quiet. Now I'm just going to let her have it full force. But you've got another energy here. This is a loving energy that's presenting itself. Your star family is offering you look beyond the veil. What are they communicating with you already? Yeah, they are. Yes, they are. Hold on. So a roundabout way of saying be patient. Yeah. Yeah. But it is swords. These are the good guys. They are sending you a message. Just hold on. You know, people, there's a lot of energy like talking behind your back. It could be to your face too, but your galactic family just wants to let you know to hold on.
Yeah, I think, Colleen, you're standing you're spiritually growing, and they want the old mama back or the old wife back, and you're like, no, I'm growing with or without you,
You
and
find
they
out
are not
who you
used.
really are, and people don't like it. They can't adjust to it. All right. Tyler's got this one. One of the directors of digital technology in Israel just got caught in a pedo sting in Las Vegas. After a short interview, he was allowed to go back to Israel. Well, let's catch the small fish to get to the bigger fish. Save Israel for last. Absolutely. That was a statement, not a question. But yeah, um, they want to find out where they're not that they don't already know, but this is for public disclosure. Why are people hand holding? Is the government of Israel, not the people of Israel. We're not talking about
No,
that
no, no,
huge
no.
difference. The governmental system.
Yeah.
Why is everyone holding their hand? And so this is about exposure.
And also, many of them in those higher professions have diplomatic immunity, and they're trying to show that we have to get rid of that.
Yeah.
They found so many of these pedo rings in many places, New York, in a synagogue, and I think it was Columbia.
Hmm.
They, and it's all going back to the adrenochrome. Oh, can we say that word?
Yeah, I
The
do. I do. Yeah.
Okay, their drink of choice that Russia trying to prevent Israel from doing still, and it's like we said, it's not the people, it's the nefarious.
Yeah, you think of any religious organization, doesn't matter what denomination or what you believe, they're in all of them.
Hmm.
They're
Hmm.
in all of them. So this is just exposure to it. Miss Mary, does Spirit think I should rent an Airbnb for several days to spend my CC points? Please and thank you. Hmm.
We think so.
Why not? Talk about
Enjoy
some
it.
me time.
You need it, Mary. You deserve it. The spirit, ego, step aside. The spirit. Mary should spend her money on Airbnb. 2, 3. I'm getting a like a weak yes, but I make sure I'm getting the heart chakra. So I don't know if
This
it's make sure you take care of yourself first.
ultimately it's your choice, but the Spirit
Yeah.
is suggesting there's better ways to spend it. That you could invest this in something different. You might be a little disappointed if you go with the Airbnb, but ultimately it's your choice. But this is saying this is something better. Uh, you kind of want to get away, but there's a better way to do it. So, does Mary need another vacation? I don't know. It because obviously it's none of our business how much you have to spend, but this is re-strategize. There's a better way to make an investment. Take
Yeah.
this money and juggle it a little bit. There's somewhere else you could put it. Now that's totally up to you. You'll have to rack your brain, and this is that you be kind of disappointed with the Airbnb idea.
Or get some friends to go with you and let them pay some of it, and then you
Yeah,
know, and then you'll have cash money to invest in that.
there you go. Y'all throw out some ideas of what Miss Mary could do.
Hmm.
Miss
Or if
Ryan.
anybody wants to go with Mary and
Yeah,
chip in on the money, and then she can get her money from the credit card company.
she's got to spend the points before the 31st. I don't know what your options are. I don't have credit cards, so I have no idea what it means, but explore your options. What can you do with them?
Hmm.
Can you spend them on groceries? I don't know.
No, I think it's on stuff like that, like trips, hotels, and I think it's on stuff like that. So get a bunch of them and have them chip in, and the money you get cash, you tell them you'll pay for it, and they'll give you the money for it, and then invest whatever you want.
There you go. Okay. I heard 30 children have gone missing in Virginia since the beginning of the month.
Wow. They
Yeah.
found 60 of them in Florida. Did you hear about that one?
Yeah, there's all kinds of reports of them some missing, and then they're finding a bunch in different areas. It's going to yo-yo for quite a while.
Yeah. All right. She wants to verify it. Okay. Is this true? The 30 children from Virginia. There's a yes.
This is happening all over the world.
From their homes.
This was a huge. They got a tip somewhere, but this was they were wrapping up. There's a certain area in Virginia that they had to. They're doing the final cleanup. This was a tip off. Yeah, it's been going on, but it's finally coming to completion. This is heart wrenching. It's only going to get worse. You're going to hear more and more and more of this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mary, I would love to go with you on this trip, but Schneider boy is missing me.
How's he feeling, by the way?
Normal. I mean, fighting the lightning and the thunder, and he does miss me.
Yeah. All right, Anissa, please tell me more about Tiamat. I was telling King about my fascination with gold, and I saw my geologist fractal. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what we can pull.
I'll upgrade you on what Nisa loves to wear, anything that has gold on it, especially her gold PJs.
You are the complete opposite of me. I can't stand it.
Gold?
I don't like gold anything. I just don't like it. I don't like gold jewelry. I don't, you know how people will do like faucets or pull handles on your cabinets, everything's gold. I think it's the tackiest looking thing there ever was. I can't stand the gold look. I don't like it. I don't know why. I love silver.
You'd have a hard time at Trump's palace.
I think it's ugly. I don't like it. When he's in the Oval Office having those meetings and it's all that gold everywhere, I'm like, that is the tackiest looking room I've ever seen in my life. I don't like it at all. But that's me.
We're getting thunder over here now. I think she was connected to King.
What is this fractal's obsession with gold?
Tiamat.
Yeah, jeez. Ugh.
What is it? Anunnaki or Egyptian?
Yeah. You remember the slave system of go and get the gold because we need it for our atmosphere story? That's where your roots are.
It's not all bad.
It's not all bad. I'm still pulling. But to start out that way, this is where it began. Okay.
You have to breathe gold, Anissa, to survive. Not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. These are just memories. You are having memories. Oh. You've got fractals that kind of live without. They're stable, but kind of in the poorhouse. These thought processes with gold they're not concerning at all, but you're having memories. So once again, you've got timelines blending together. You've got realms blending together. So your fractals at some point has lost all of their finances. They're just in the poorhouse. This is lost. They've had a tower moment. They've lost it all. It does lead back to the Anunnaki. It's all been stolen from your family generation. Oh, because you're going to be the one to get it back. There. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Everything that's been stolen, justice will be served, and you will be the abundant one. Well, congratulations.
That's why she's fascinated with it.
Good. She's making plans. And if I ever come to visit you at your new gold palace, I will not judge. I will keep my mouth shut. I'll think it's pretty just for you.
Yeah, you should have a guest house. No gold in it, period.
There you go. Jen's in the back. She's got the silver. Okay. All right. Let's see.
Dark outside. Ooh.
The baby's got the next 3, and then we're going to end with Tyler's, the last one I've got. All right. Sorry, we've gone over our time today, guys, but that's what happens when things crash. All right. Will Junior get the money to fix his truck when he gets home? All right.
Well, at least you got lucky because when King got dropped off, all his questions were erased.
Yeah.
So you got really lucky. I got a lot of money coming. It's a big, big yes. We got wind and rain and so much for going out for lunch.
Yeah, this is money, hope, and optimism. This is all money. This is where you're at right now. Now, this is you having the power to manifest, okay? Absolutely. There's money tucked away somewhere.
I just pictured something. Get it out of my head.
Okay. This is a new form of money, but there is money somewhere. And there's an abundance of it. But the answer is yes. Good. That's what you're looking for. Okay. Next, the baby wants to know, message from my guardian angel, please and thank you.
Message. Watch your emotions. I got watch your emotions at home. So
things are getting better. You're doing much better with your faith releasing. Okay. Try not to let grandson wear you out. When was the last time you did something for fun? For just you?
That's when we pull cards.
Yeah, when's the last time? You need to do, this is giving and receiving. So do something this is by yourself and this is with other people. But it needs to be for fun. Because everything is so focused around husband, grandchild. We got brother back here. I know that you've got mama and all these things. When was the last time you did something for you, whether it's by yourself or with other people? Mm-hmm. Mrs. Baby needs to do something for herself. We all do. We all need a big vacation, don't we? Or a staycation, whatever that means. Message from my father, please, and thank you. Remember the me time messages is good for mental health, spiritual health, physical health, all of the above.
It's a message. 2, 3. Either he loves you or he's telling you to love yourself. All I get is love. I don't know.
Ooh, lots of childhood memories here. Lots of page energy. This is, I always knew that you would grow up. This is him in the past. I always knew she'd grow up to be strong and independent. Look what she's doing, what she's capable of manifesting. Since he does a lot of reflections. Yeah. Oh, looky there. Advice from dad. How about you take some me time?
Love yourself then. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have a little more balance in your life. Give things time.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. And he also wants you to know that that financial gift is still coming. Okay. You keep putting it off and putting it off. You've thought about things that you'd like to do, but you keep putting it off.
So
And we
we'll
all
help.
do. We
Yeah,
make excuses.
we'll help them. They when Junior gets back, go to an Airbnb with Mary.
There you go.
All right, and that's it. We're done.
Yep. Yep. All right. Tyler's got the last one. Did King find a woo man?
Woo, man.
No, I'm not pulling the cards on that because that's his business. But King just needs some time.
Yeah, I think that's probably why he was freezing so many times. I think that's the spirit that was saying you need time off. Like
It was letting him know you need to take some time. Now he did say that he did this last fall, but it was in November.
he did. I remember that he took some time off. So
Yeah. So we're gonna let him do his thing for however long he needs to do it. And I'm continuing to, when I send Nadia a link, I always send him one as well. If
mhm.
he wants to join us, he's more than welcome, but there's no pressure. We're gonna give him the time he needs.
Yeah.
So
So are we? Is there anything going on this Thursday?
this Thursday, we will do our humanitarian meeting at 2 o'clock. If I hear anything, hopefully we'll hear something tomorrow. I'm hoping that the dinar will uh, show up on the Forex. If it's good and able to redeem, great. I don't know. We'll see. But um, I do know that the Vietnamese dong and the Indonesia rupiah is already, they've already set those. We just don't know what they are. They're keeping them a secret on the back channel. So we're there, guys. We'll discuss this Thursday in the meeting. We'll just see where we're at, but everything is looking good. It's falling into place. I'm anxious to see what happens with Trump today, meeting with Zelensky and the European leaders. There's going to be lots of comms in that. We need to pay attention.
Renee asked if we missed her questions.
If they were if it came in after a pause, they don't get answered because we're way over our time already. Bring them Wednesday, guys, and I will answer them. Okay.
Right, guys. Yeah, might have been.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had Starlink went down on me, and that Nadia she doesn't need me. She manifested the Nadia show today. See, it happened.
I did not.
And
I almost felt like I was looking like a scene from Airplane when he's doing the pilot, and he's like sweat pouring down his.
oh, you do just fine.
So, all right, guys. Thanks. Love and light. Gonna
Yeah,
go do some more meditation.
yeah. Enjoy. And if you got a message today of take some me time, take the me time.
That's what I'm probably gonna do. I am balancing it, so we'll see by Wednesday what it's gonna look like.
Yep.
Have a great day. Love y'all.
Yep. I'll see you in the morning for oracles.
Oracles.
Oracles. Yep. And then back here Wednesday, and I will host me and Nadia. Sorry if you're all upset about questions not getting answered, but we've only got so much time in the day, guys. Okay. We'll see you in the morning. All right. Blessings. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do something to make yourself smile and somebody else as well. All right. Love ya. Blessings, blessings.